figure du cinéma américain a été honoré lors de ce Champs-Elysées Film Festival, le réalisateur culte Abel Ferrara, à qui l'on doit King of New York, Bad Lieutenant ou encore Nos funérailles. Le cinéaste était donc de passage à Paris et nous avons eu l'immense privilège de le rencontrer. Nous avons bien sûr parlé cinéma et notamment de son dernier documentaire, À la recherche de Padre Pio, présenté en exclusivité lors de ce festival.
He was a Franciscan monk born in the turn of the century, 1890, in South Italy, in a small town, Pietrelcina. And, you know, always a very spiritual boy, always left his home, left his mother when he was like 25 to go to Puglia, which in Italy, to go from where he was to the east coast of the country. When he was there, he developed stigmata. You know, that is the blood, okay, which he had his whole life. And he also became a charismatic priest, you know, and he became a world famous for his stigmata and for his just who he was. And he took this energy in life and built a hospital, a big hospital. And these are poor monks, you know, taking the oath of poverty, you know, raising $35 million. You know, I want to make a movie about it. The documentary is the research for the movie. So. All the Italians, Rossellini, Fellini, Pasolini, Antonioni, Godard, you know, you just go down the list, Jean Vigo. I'm trying to think of the countries, England. Ken Russell, Losey was working in England. Hitchcock is English. The Americans, Nicholas Ray, Wells, John, you know, the whole gang. I mean, there's so many. You say one, you miss the other. You know, well, Ingmar Bergman, you know, I mean, I work with the guys in my neighborhood. There's a film school. I teach at schools, you know. I'm like open and up, you know. Yeah, I know the film directors from when I was a student, but I'm not a student. I'm a filmmaker. I don't have that kind of a luxury to be watching movies and analyzing movies and figure out who's who and what's what. You know, I did that in my life. And once is enough for me, you know. I mean, it's a cool film, man. You know what I mean? It's a cool film. Nicky wrote the script. We had great actors, you know. We had the money. We had the freedom, you know what I mean? So it was very reflective of who we were and where we were at in 1990. But we ain't there now, so we're in another place and another time, so. I don't see the separation between Europe and America that much. It's all the same, you know. You're trying to raise money, you're trying to convince people what you're doing is right, distribution is crazy, financing is crazy, but the act of telling a story is the same. I don't watch TV, but I'm aware of it, you know. Yeah, it's great, okay? It's an opportunity for people to do things. I like the long form, too. I like the idea of doing something over 20 hours. You know what I mean? Where they develop along the thing. So I think it's cool. If you have the right film, I think it's great, you know, under the right circumstances. I mean, I learned a lot going through it. So, you know, it's an education. It's a process. What can't have done are people ready to finance films just by buying a ticket in advance, really, is what you're saying. Telling somebody, put up $10 now and give them and see the film for nothing. That'd probably be the best way to do it. You know, just buy a ticket in advance for a film that hasn't been made yet.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. I wish I don't have a story.